Hey, what's going on, guys? So my name is Ipe, and I've been making money on the internet since 2014. And today I'm going to review Mike Vestil's program where he teaches people how to be a remote setter or closer for other companies selling digital products. And I'm going to give my 2 cents, my pros and cons of this model. In my opinion, the biggest weakness of this model is that it does not allow you to create leveraged income, and it is not scalable. But I'm going to show you why Mike still is promoting this business model, or I wouldn't even call it business model, this opportunity to make money from the internet, because there are some advantages, but there's also big disadvantages. And I'm going to also compare it to the business model that I promote, which is local lead generation, which does help you create leveraged income. I'm going to play this 3-minute clip where Mike explains this business model. I'm going to give my 2 cents.
I essentially told my mom, I'm like, Mom, give me 1 year to make 6 figures, and if not, I'll literally go back to dental school. And she was crying because she's like super Asian, and she was like, I failed as an Asian mother because I'm not going to get a degree from you, and I've told all of your aunties at Bible study that you're going to become a dentist, and now I'm so embarrassed. And I'm like, Mom, just give me a year. And I essentially flew one-way trip ticket to Thailand, where I was like, okay, I need to find a bunch of multimillionaires because I need to surround myself around wealth, and if I'm around people that are freaking wealthy, it will just rub off on me. And I started realizing that there's a lot of people. When I started bumping into accidental like multimillionaires in Thailand and in Bali, I realized that they all had the same business model. It was simply this. They were getting some type of traffic from advertising or social media. Then it was going to some type of content to go ahead and build a relationship. And then it turned into a conversation, and then turned into a phone call, and then turned into a deal. And then bam, they were selling like 5K, 10K, 50K, 20K packages. And I started realizing, I could literally start my own business, which is hard. I have to do the shipping, the handling, the customer service, all of this stuff. Or here's a multimillionaire that has already done all of this hard work. And all I have to do is just fill in one of these boxes, and they'll pay me huge money. Like here, this ad, if I do that for a successful.
You also have to remember when you're getting into business, like barrier of entry is good. The fact that you have to do all this work to set up the product, the funnel, the marketing is what keeps a lot of people out, right? This is why all those people focus on that business model, because it keeps a lot of people out. The problem with affiliate marketing is, yeah, it promises that you don't have to do all that work, so anyone can grab an affiliate link, but that's what makes that business model saturated and not viable long term. The same reason why Mike Vestil is not doing the thing that he's promoting. What he's doing is something a little bit more difficult. He has grown an audience on YouTube, which most people are not willing to do, but this is what he focuses on because he knows that most people aren't willing to do it. Therefore, he doesn't have as much competition. But I'm gonna go into that a little bit more later on.
Business owner. That's literally social media marketing, right? But if you don't like running ads, if you don't want to go to find clients, another thing you could do is creating content, right? You could literally be like an affiliate marketer, or for example, someone that builds the websites. Another one, you could do conversation.
Ranking a website for affiliate marketing is extremely competitive, again, because everybody can get an affiliate link, and trying to rank a blog, extremely difficult. It's very competitive. It takes at least a year to 2 years to get any decent traffic.
Conversations in the DMs and the phone. That's essentially what is called an appointment setter. There's people in our community that make $5 grand a month with appointment setting, just texting people and booking Zoom calls. 4 people. They're not even closing. And then you have something.
Appointment setting. There's a few other programs that's teaching this now. Is you essentially try to get a job for other companies that are selling digital products, coaching programs, and you do appointment setting. So you send out direct messages to people, and you try to get other people interested, and you try to book them a call. You're essentially like a telemarketer, but instead of calling people cold, you're reaching out to people with direct messages cold. It's very repetitive. I don't see it as a great opportunity long term because it's not scalable. There's only so many appointments that you can set per week, so your income is going to get capped. And also, it's getting competitive as well to try to get a job because there's so many other appointment setters also trying to get a job. I get DMs all the time from people that want to do appointment setters for us, but I already have enough of those appointment setters already, so I'm not looking for any more. So again, like even that is pretty competitive because again, it's a skill set that anyone can easily learn, and when you're dealing with a skill set that's easy for other people to learn, you're dealing with saturation, you're dealing with a lot of competition.
Thing called a high ticket closer, where you can literally close remotely and do this from anywhere in the world. And because of that, there's people that have 5K, 10K, 20K offers that will literally go ahead and pay you 10% commission for every single deal that you close. But here's the thing, you're not running any ads. You're not doing any content. You're not.
This is what Mike teaches as well, is becoming a closer. Again, this is like being sales. I don't know if listening to Mike's story, he doesn't have like extensive sales experience. So I don't know if Mike would be the best sales trainer, but you essentially have to learn how to close people on the call, and you try to get a job for other companies selling digital products. Unlike appointment setter, you're actually getting on the phone with somebody and you're overcoming objections and you're persuading them to buy a product. It's a little bit not a little bit, it's quite a bit more skills involved. You have to become a really great closer. And again, the downside though, the upside, let's just go over the upside of setter and closer. Upside is that you don't have to learn all the other skills involved in generating traffic or creating a digital product. You have to learn just one skill, which is sales, and you go apply for a bunch of different companies and hopefully you get a job. The downside is that you are still relying on other companies to provide you your livelihood and your income. And first, the hurdle is, are you going to be able to find a company with the right offer that has an opening that's willing to hire you and give you a chance? Number two, even when you get the job, you're always at the worry of keeping up performance, because if you're not performing up to par, that company can let you go at any time, and then suddenly like you're back to square one. Your income can go straight to zero overnight. So you lack a lot of control when it comes to your ability to earn income because you're still relying on another company.
Not doing any of the conversations. All you're essentially doing is talking to people that already want to buy your product. And if you literally go ahead and close the deal based off of these simple scripts that anybody could go ahead and do, then you will essentially get paid $500 for every single deal that you close. Well,
it's a lot more difficult to learning a simple script. You have to learn the subtle art of overcoming people's objections, and that is not a simple script.
Oh, Mike, I don't want to close. I don't want to go ahead and do any sales. Then you can do appointment setting. You can literally go ahead and text messages, right? And literally go ahead and book Zoom.
Appointment setting, you only make about 4% commission, so it's not that great of a money. As a closer, you make 10 to 15%. So don't go into business just thinking because it's easier. Easy skills doesn't always mean it's the most lucrative opportunity, because it could be a lot of struggle trying to make little money for a lot of effort, right? You want to go into a business model that has some barrier of entry, some difficulty, where once you learn it, it's a very lucrative skill. What gives it value is something that's scarce. So the marketplace is going to always value skills that are more difficult to attain, more difficult to learn. An easy skill where it's easy that anybody can learn is a skill that a lot of people are going to have, which means that the marketplace is not going to put a high value on that skill. Therefore, you are potentially getting into a skill set that isn't going to make as much money per hour as other skills that's a little bit more challenging to learn.
Calls for successful CEOs, and they'll pay you $250 commissions for every single person that essentially turns into a deal later on. So it's like affiliate marketing, but it's better because now you're not doing any of the marketing. It's literally you found the biggest leverage point that'll make you the most money with the least amount of effort, and it is the fastest skill to go ahead and learn. And if you want to go ahead and learn it,
my question to Mike is, if it's that great of an opportunity, how come Mike isn't doing it? It's important to understand like what people are doing instead of what people are saying, right? Mike is saying this is a great opportunity, and it's okay, decent opportunity for people that have no skills. But again, like it's not future proof in my mind, because it is a business model that only requires one skill. Other people can jump into the opportunity and you're competing with all these other people. That's the problem with business model that sort of promotes that it's easy, anyone can jump into do it right away, because these are more so opportunity that doesn't last long term. If we take a look at Mike and what he's actually doing to make money on the internet, is that he's posting video content. He posts like 2 to 3 to 4, sometimes even 5 times a week of these how to make money from the internet kind of videos, and you can tell how much of a grind this is, right? This is not too many people are willing to put in this level of consistency on the internet. Not anybody's willing to put themselves in front of a camera. And what Mike has done is essentially tapped into the space of how to make money on the internet, and then he's selling his digital program. The reason why he is focused on making videos instead of being a setter or closer is because this is this has a compounding effect. The more videos he produce, the more traffic he's able to generate, and the higher his income will continue to grow. This is a scalable business because you can film a video one time, and that one video essentially it turns into your digital asset that continues to go to work for you day in and day out. And so this is called being able to create leveraged income. This is the only way you can get ahead in life. When you become a remote setter or a remote closer, you can't take vacations, because once you stop selling or closing for that company, your income is going to go to zero. It's almost like having another job, which is why I do not recommend that opportunity. Just because it's easy doesn't mean it's the best opportunity. It's not easy long term because you have to consistently trade your time for dollars. So this is why, if you're still listening to this, I highly recommend the local lead generation business model, where you rank websites in Google, and these websites in Google will help generate $500 to $2,000 a month. So if I search Tree Service Grand Rapids, Michigan, you'll see my website at the top of Google. One site has been making me $2,000 a month since 2015. So over the course of the last 8 years, it has made me over 180 grand. This one site in profit, and I've only spent maybe 15 hours into it. What's great about local lead gen is that you're going into local cities. There's easily 1,300 different cities that our students can get into in the US alone, and it works in other countries also. And each local city, there's 50 different niches. So you're dealing with local competition instead of global competition like you have to in affiliate marketing or remote closing or remote setter. And with local, there's so many like small businesses that you can generate leads for. And once you build and rank these sites, especially how we teach it, your site stays ranking over the long term. It's way less competition than YouTube. You don't have to be like Mike and make 3-4 videos every week. I'm starting to make videos now and selling our coaching program that I partner with the mentor with. However, YouTube is not my focus. What I don't like about YouTube is that once you stop uploading consistently, the algorithm stops favoring you and your traffic begins to go down. So you're stuck on this like hamster wheel of continually having to produce content. I'm making YouTube right now as a supplemental way of generating traffic, but my main way of generating traffic for a coaching program is my blog epay.com, which is similar to local lead gen, but now I have the resources, aka money, and the skills to be able to have a blog. This has over 1,500 different articles, and I rank for keywords globally in Google search engine. That's the same concept of a local lead gen. A local lead gen is much easier though, because you're dealing with, a local town, a city of 50,000 population, instead of like global competition. But it is the same skill set. You need one primary skill to create leveraged income or scalable business on the internet, and that is your ability to generate traffic. Mike is doing it through YouTube, but there's another way of generating traffic on the internet, which is your ability to rank websites in the Google search engine. For a beginner, ranking local is going to be so much easier for you. This is why local lead generation is by far and above a way more direct and faster and easier way to get to, say, $10,000 to $20,000 a month in residual passive income on the internet. And you can start this while you're working your 9 to 5, putting in 40 hours a week. So if you're interested in learning more about local lead gen, I believe it's a way more sound and future-proof business model than becoming a remote setter or a closer or even an affiliate marketer. So check the link in the description. I have a lot more information for you on the next page. See you guys soon.